I play Elendil. I'm a Numenorian.
Woo!
I play Eärien, and I'm Numenorian as well.
I play Isildur, and I'm a Numenorian.
And these are my offspring. Just remember that Numenorians are the greatest.
So I play Queen Miriel, and I am the Queen Regent of the island kingdom of Numenor.
Hello, I'm Trystan, and I'm playing Pharazôn.
Elendil is a mariner, he's a sea captain. They are a known family, I would say, within Numenor, but they're not high up in power or particular prestige. Everything, because it's an island nation, is directed around the ocean. So if you are a captain of a ship, there's a certain status that goes with that. So that's, I think, probably where we are.
And I'd say we're both on the cusp of adulthood.
Yeah, we're not quite there yet. We've got some growing to do.
Yeah. My character's an aspiring architect, and then you're an aspiring...
I'm an aspiring something. I'm a sailor, and I'm a sea cadet in the first season, and I really don't want to be a sea cadet. I think there's something else out there, something else on the island for me, and I can't quite put my finger on it.
If you know your Legendarium well, you'll know that there's a lot in store for this family and the island of Numenor. That was part of the thing is once I did a scene on a beach riding a horse, you did a scene on a beach.
On a beach?
And
With
all
a
of a
horse.
sudden,
With a horse.
it was the first,
There's always a beach and there's always a horse.
and there's always a boat. When I did that scene, JD and Patrick were on set and they said this is the first time we've seen Numenor in this season. And so all of a sudden you looked around at the geography of the cliff faces and the green on the cliffs and the ocean, and you thought this is the first time we've established what this island looks like, and that was really exciting. It's an island nation, and I come from an island nation.
In the shape of a star, which is also...
Yeah.
Yes, well, yes, the Eärendil, yeah, that's the family tradition, yeah.
Yeah.
And from my perspective, I mean, they have been seen. Fortunately, they hardly said a word when they were seen on celluloid. Obviously, if you read the Lord of the Rings books, they're very present as being referred back to in terms of the lore of the time of the Lord of the Rings, and we're set 2,000 years before that. So it's a real responsibility and privilege, because I'm sure people who've read it have imagined what Elendil, Isildur, and Arion, all of these people might have looked like, and now that's represented by
Here you go.
a few of us.
Here you go.
But great excitement to be able to bring this character to life and work out how, in my case, how he gets to his final last alliance of elves and men and his death.
It's like an origin story, I guess, in a way that you can set up these characters from their beginnings and see what they're like in the early days before you know what the outcome is. But there's definitely a lot of expectation, and we feel the weight of responsibility, and we've done it with the utmost care and love for Tolkien and the world he created, which is amazing to be part of.
So as Queen Regent, I am not fully yet a queen, and we will have a better understanding of what exactly that means as the season progresses. She is a thoughtful woman. She is someone who is trying to do right by her people, make the right decisions to keep the peace and maintain the stability of Numenor. And when we are introduced to Numenor, we are seeing a civilization at the height of its wealth and power.
Hello, I'm Trystan, and I'm playing Pharazôn. He's a Numenorian belonging to the race of men. He is the cousin to the Queen Regent, Queen Miriel. He is her consul, her right-hand man, her confidant, and it's his job to ensure that the relationship between Regency and the rest of Numenor runs smoothly. Pharazôn as well has a love for legacy. Being a man, he is mortal, he knows he won't live forever, and so being burdened by his mortality, legacy for him is a big thing. And Queen Miriel is part of that. She's family, and so she's a part of that legacy as well, so that there's a deep love.
I also think, again, Miriel is only able to sort of unburden her mind with very few people in her life. And they have this history, coming up together, but they also have the interesting distinction of having fathers with differing worldviews and differing ideas about how to move society forward. So, it's sort of that thing where even if, say, your parents don't get along or have differing issues, it doesn't necessarily define your relationship to one another. So we have a lot of, moments that I think you get some insight into how they interact. It's almost like the way you have your own language between, cousins or siblings. But again, the first season is going to sort of show where they have overlap and where they differ, and sort of how that plays out ultimately.
Make sure to check out more of the cast telling us about elves, dwarfs, and half-orcs.